Hello friends, how are you? I hope your preparation is going well. Welcome to a new topic. Today I'm going to discuss what are depository receipts. In this video we will discuss all three forms of depository receipts. They are American depository receipts, Indian depository receipts, and global depository receipts. Before understanding what is a depository receipt or what are these three receipts, let me ask you one important question. If you want to invest in any stock in Indian stock market, how do you invest? Basically, you go to any broker. For example, there are many brokers nowadays. Let's say you go to online broker called Grow and you register with them, and then through their platform you basically buy stocks. For example, you would like to buy Tata Motors stock, so you can use this method to buy stocks in Indian market, right? But what if you want to invest in foreign stocks? What if you want to invest in Google stock? Where is Google listed? In New York Stock Exchange, right? You are based in India, but you want to invest in Google, right? For that, there are many regulations that you must follow, right? Or reverse also, you can ask, what if a foreign company wants to raise funds in India? For example, Google is currently based in America and it is listed in American stock exchanges, right? So it can raise money from Americans. But what if Google would like to raise funds in India by attracting Indian investors? How should it do? There are various methods to do this. One of the important and easiest methods is by issuing depository receipts. This is the significance of depository receipts. It helps Indians to invest in foreign stocks, or it helps foreign companies to raise funds from India. And reverse is also true with the help of Indian depository receipts. Now let me try to explain to you what are ADRs and IDRs with the help of simple illustrations or examples. So let us do that. Let us consider a situation. Let's say this is a foreign investor, right? And he is interested in investing in Tata Motors shares. Where is Tata Motors listed? In Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, right? Now he would like to invest in Tata Motors. First option for Mr. X is that he first register with SEBI, right? And then after following all the regulatory requirements, invest in Tata Motors in Indian stock exchanges. But what if this person is not interested in going through all that regulatory requirements? What if he wants a simple procedure? And there comes the role of American depository receipts, right? You can also give explanation in reverse manner. What if Tata Motors are interested in raising funds in American market, right? Tata Motors first have to go through regulatory requirements of American investment, right? And then attract investment in America. But if Tata Motors do not want to do all of that, then they can simply use the method of American depository receipts. Now let us see how American depository receipts work. As I told you, Tata Motors are currently interested in attracting funds from American investors. Now, what is the process that is followed before American depository receipts are issued? Look, you might be confused between ADRs and IDRs. ADR से कौन पैसा उठाता है, IDR से कौन पैसा उठाता है? Don't worry about that. First, let us understand the basic process. After that, in the next part of the video, I will give you a simple method to understand who raises funds using IDRs and ADRs. Currently, we are talking about American depository receipts, right? So, Tata Motors is interested in raising funds in America, or you can also say American investor is interested in investing in Tata Motors shares. Now, what happens is that Tata Motors initially contacts a bank which is based in India. For example, SBI. Tata Motors says to SBI that take these 100 shares of Tata Motors, keep these 100 shares with you. But you please contact a bank in America, right? For example, Bank of America, and ask them to issue depository receipts equivalent to 100 shares of Tata Motors. You understanding? So Tata Motors gave 100 shares to Indian bank, and this bank which has 100 shares is called as custodian bank. Why it is called as custodian bank? Because it is in custody of 100 shares issued by Tata Motors. Now, SBI, which is an Indian bank, contacts an American bank, for example, Bank of America, and tells American bank to issue depository receipts. Now here is the role of depository receipts. Now, this Bank of America will issue depository receipts in American market. It will issue these depository receipts in American stock exchange. Now, these are called as American depository receipts. Who is issuing this? American bank. Where? In America. Who is investing in it? American investor. So, American depository receipt is issued by American bank in America to American investors for investing in foreign company. That is American depository receipt. Now tell me, American depository receipt is just a piece of paper. In itself, it doesn't have any value. But why American investor is investing in American depository receipt? Because the value of ADR is dependent on the value of shares which are in custody of Indian bank, which is called as custodian bank, and that is why these depository receipts are also called as derivative instruments. Why they are called derivative instruments? Because they derive their value from the value which is present in these 100 shares of Tata Motors which are in custody of SBI. And these American depository receipts are used by American investors to invest in Tata Motors. For example, this person A, if buys one American depository receipt, then one American depository receipt is equivalent to buying one share of Tata Motors. Indian depository receipt also works in the same manner, but these banks will change and the investor will change and the company will change. Let us understand that. Okay, now let's say he is a smart Indian who would like to invest in the stock of Google, right? Now, Google is a foreign company, not listed in Indian stock exchanges. Google is listed in American stock exchanges, right? Now, this person would like to buy stocks of Google. Now, he has to go through Indian depository receipt route. How does that happen? Let us understand with the help of example. As in the previous example, first Google will deposit 100 or 200 of its shares in an American bank. There Tata Motors had deposited their shares in an Indian bank, but Google will deposit it in American bank because American bank is located in the same place where Google is listed, that is in America, right? Now this bank which has 100 or 200 shares of Google is called as again custodian bank. In the previous example, American bank was working as depository bank. Indian bank was working as custodian bank because Indian company was raising the funds. But here American company is raising the funds, so American bank will work as custodian bank. Now after receiving 100 shares of Google, this custodian bank of America will send a message to Indian bank, let's say SBI, asks it to issue Indian depository receipts to Indians for investing in Google. So SBI will issue, let's say 100 or 200 IDRs. Why IDRs? Because it is issued in India to Indians for investing in foreign country. That is why it is called as Indian depository receipts. And where is the depository bank located? In India. So this is the meaning of Indian depository receipts. And as American depository receipt, Indian depository receipt is also a derivative instrument because this depository receipt is deriving its value from the shares which are in custody of an American bank. This is about IDR. So after understanding ADR and IDR, now let me simplify it in the next part. So basically what we studied, American depository receipt, who issues? American bank. To whom? Americans. Why? To invest in foreign company. Foreign means not listed in America. For example, Tata Motors. Indian depository receipt, who issues? Indian bank. To whom? Indians. Why? To invest in foreign companies like Google, which is not listed in India. So Indian depository receipt is issued to Indians. American depository receipt is issued to Americans. But American depository receipt will help Americans to invest in foreign companies. Indian depository receipts will help Indians to invest in foreign companies. So this is the basic definition or difference between American depository receipt and Indian depository receipt. Now, after understanding both of these, let us understand what is global depository receipt. See, unlike American depository receipt, which is issued only to Americans in American stock market, or IDR, which is issued to Indians in Indian stock market, GDRs are global in nature. For example, if we go back to the Tata Motors example, what happened there? Tata Motors issued shares to a custodian bank, right? And this custodian bank contacted American bank to issue American depository receipts. You got this much, right? Now, instead of contacting American bank to issue only American depository receipt, Tata Motors will ask American bank to issue global depository receipts, which are not only valid in America but other countries like European Union and other such countries, because these are global in nature. So they can be used by global citizens to invest in Tata Motors. So this is the difference between American depository receipt and global depository receipts. American depository receipts, only Americans can invest. Where can it be listed? Only in American stock market. But global depository receipt, anybody other than Indians can invest in Tata Motors, where they can be listed in any stock exchange of the world. So this is global depository receipt. I hope you understood the basic difference between ADR, IDR and GDR. So let me tell you some points related to them. Depository receipts are traded like stocks in investors' country, right? For example, IDR, who issues? Indian bank. To whom? Indians, for investing in foreign companies like Google. Where they are listed? They are listed in Indian stock exchanges like BSE, NSE, right? And they are traded like stocks, but they are not stocks because they are just derivative instruments which are deriving their value from the stocks in custody of custodian bank in America, right? They are derivative instruments, I just told you, because they derive their value from the shares located in company's home country. They help companies raise funds in foreign markets in foreign currencies. For example, Tata Motors is using American depository receipt to raise funds in America in American currency, which is dollar, right? So it will help also to earn foreign exchange. For example, if Tata Motors uses IDR, then India will earn foreign exchange, right? So this is all about ADR, IDR and GDR. If you have any more doubts related to this, then please post them in comment section. And if you have any doubts related to UPSC preparation, both academic and non-academic, then please join the Telegram group I have created, the link for which is in the description below. I will try to solve your doubts. If you like the content that I'm creating, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It will help me grow. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.